chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. But a quick stop for the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The ball is loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's King bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
On the return, it's Stone. But he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Trying to extend the play. The sure hands. It's Brown. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
And that is always the toughest thing for the defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
First and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target, and it's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The Cardinals are in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, running through the tackle. And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. The Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive moving. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. They did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. It's caught downfield. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's an option look. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Back to pass. It's King. Now the senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's long. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the option play. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yard gain. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Stone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance. And we got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
They're backed up. 2nd and long at the 19. And the quarterback dropping back. With the catch, it's Bell. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Cardinals begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. That's caught. It's Brown.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And the Cardinals looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And with that, they retake the lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll give it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, he does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's King. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. We'll try to run it with the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Down he goes. A sack. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Cardinals will kick this away to start the second half. This one will be fair caught. The Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They'll run the option. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They're going to run the option. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's King. The pass is caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive moving. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Ball carrier finding open space. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
And the Yellow Jackets line up with a 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Extra point puts them up 9 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he's tackled after the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver, and look at this result. Some positive yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. With the catch, it's Brown. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Punt over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Cardinals come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Looking to chuck it again. He's going to take off here. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Handoff to the back. Running with purpose. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try the option play here. And that run produces a decent gain. Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again. Dropping back. It's King. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call? Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Bell.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes the grab. It's Bell.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw again. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
2nd down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game. and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Who makes the grab? Tackle made after a big gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Cardinals will crank up the tempo. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a 1st down. The Cardinals are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the crucial 2-point conversion is good. It makes it just a 7-point game now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, it's King. Makes the catch, but the throw brought him out of the field of play, incomplete. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Singleton. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. Third down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the first down, and you keep that clock moving.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's second down here. Handoff running right. Ball carrier tackled there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback will take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee, end this game, and advance to the playoff.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And